Hi there, I'm Jonathan, and welcome to my channel, Jonathan's Diamond Painting and Stuff. If you're new here, welcome. And if you're coming back to me, welcome back. I'm so glad to have you here today. Before I start on the theme of this video, all the usual stuff. If you like my channel and you haven't subscribed yet, do consider hitting the subscribe button down there. And if you like this video, please consider giving it the thumbs up, because it just helps the algorithm and helps my videos be seen by more people. So today, as you probably gathered from the picture from above, is a my yearly birthday haul video. And I know someone said, I think, I can't remember where it was, oh yeah, I'm sure there's a diamond painting gift in there. Well, actually, there isn't. The only diamond painting gift I got given this year was from my bestie Sarah, and I've already unboxed that. That was Psychedelic Christmas by Ray here. You can find it up there. And yeah, and I loved that. That was amazing. But yeah, I have been on a real, like, trying different crafts sort of thing, and I've really got seriously into modelling, as in modelling with kits where everything is included in the kit. I adore these little kits you can get for book nooks and all sorts of things, and I just love the fact that everything is there that you need to do it. And I think I really loved modelling in middle of COVID, and I got into it. And I bought a load of the stuff, and I actually bought, there's a company in the UK called Petite Properties, and they do amazing little 4/4 scale kits, and they're ever so tiny, but anyway, and I ended up buying the advent calendar for this 3 years in a row before I decided it wasn't for me. I never really made anything but a tiny little house, and that's all I did, But then I think I bought a book nook, and I didn't end up doing it straight away. And then I bought another one off Temu, and I thought I'll try the Temu one first. And I'm loving it. It is such a lovely way to relax. Everything is included. I think the stress to me was the overwhelming feeling of deciding what was going to go in each room, deciding how I was going to paint it, what finish on the exterior I was going to do. Everything really. Getting all the supplies, learning all the techniques and how to apply all these things that you've learned. It was just overwhelming to me. And obviously that was my ADHD coming out, but I just couldn't comprehend. And I had ideas in my head, but actually getting them out into reality was just, yeah, I just couldn't do it. And then so obviously I did like what a lot of people would do, is burn out and not do it again. And I finally came to terms with that either early this year, late last year, and I sold a lot of my Petite Properties stuff. I sold all my kits, furniture kits, which came with the advent calendar that I bought over the 3 years, to a lovely lady who was also a nurse, actually, who does really good miniatures, and actually does like little miniature paintings as well. And I was so pleased that they went to someone that would use them. But anyway, I digress. But anyway, cut a long story short, did the button-ups, really enjoyed them, loved everything being in the kit, did not feel as overwhelming, and I actually really started enjoying it. And I've started my first book nook series, which you can check out here, and that is a continuing series until I finish that book nook, yeah, and so a lot of my gifts are kind of in relation to that sort of theme. So, I mean, there's some silly gifts from Sarah as well. Okay, so, where to begin? I think we'll do the silly gifts first, and then we'll work our way up to the other special things. Okay. I just realised not everything is here. Well, oh yeah, first of all, this is actually from my parents, not from my parents, not from Sarah. My parents got me a Mickey balloon, so it's actually downstairs in the lounge, but just so you know what that is. Right, and Sarah. Now Sarah got me this, which I love. This is a fidget toy. Has two bits to it. There's magnets on both sides, and they just snap together, and you can just, you know, flick it in lots of different ways, and it just, or you can do it to the side and then do that, and it just does this, annoying to other people, snapping, but quite satisfying to you. You know, I've taken this out. It actually looks quite sophisticated though, and it's got some really nice pretty grooves on the underneath side, if you can see. You know, so it's tactile as well, and it just looks a bit less obvious than a you know, than some of the modern plastic fidget toys you can get, you know. So, but yeah, I really liked that. I just realised Sarah also got me an infinity cube that by Rubik's. I might bring that in later if I remember. Apologies if I don't. But that is downstairs in my bag. But yeah, because Sarah has a tendency to steal my fidget toys. So if I get this out in public, I add the other one in there just to, you know, so she's got something. Although she has fidget toys that she takes around with as well. They're just very mindful for people with neurodiverse issues like we do. Okay, I think she just went round Tesco and just thought, how many silly things can I get Jonathan? So this is another of them. This is a little shark game. And it's just daft. It's like a game in water, and then you just press this button to move these hoops up and then try and get them over these two sticks. It's like a hoopless stall thing. Very, very silly, but satisfying. She got me a slinky because she remembered me talking about them recently, how I would like to get one again. Although unfortunately my stairs are a bit too deep for it to work. I think these traditionally worked on very tall, very steep staircases in like traditional like Victorian Edwardian houses and everything. But yeah, that was really cool, and it's a rainbow one as well. Okay, and then of course, what game man is without a wonderful supply of rulers, pencils, and notepads, all in wonderful rainbow theming. Yeah, so that was beautiful. Okay. Right, I will circle back to Sarah's stuff and just show you what my mum and dad got me. So this is a recipe book for the Disney parks. And as you know, I've been to Disney World, really enjoyed it. Really should do another whipping chat at some point. I just, with all the issues I've had recently, you know, I just wasn't in the right frame of mind to do the Disney section of my my holiday blog, if you like. But yeah, but these have got lots of recipes in them, you know, just of lots of different ones from the restaurants in Disney, and we've eaten at many of these places, so that was a lovely gift. Sarah also got me some of these lovely truffles. What birthday's the same without chocolate? I've also got other chocolates you got me. I know I shouldn't have chocolate, but it's so nice. Right, okay, so this is actually the last thing I opened, but the first thing I'll show you today, because it is, it came like while my mum and dad were actually here. It was delayed, but this is my first Book Nook kit. So I'll show you. So I think this is one of the higher quality ones, because the Temu one I've got is lovely, but I think it is of a lower quality than some of the others. And so, but this one, as you can see, everything is flat pack onto into laser cut wood. But I'm not going to open that today. But I will show you what it is. So this is called Beyond Library, and as you can see, it is a wonderful library book nook, It has goodness knows how many books, and all of the books you see on these shelves are actually individually um, created. So I'll show you now. So on all these sheets, these are actually stickered paper. So the ones I've had, well, the one I had most recently was all cutting out, but these are actually all stickers. So you see you've got all these books here. You've got these curtains as well. They're all on stickers. These, I think, are pictures for the walls. And if you just look at all these books, and it's just so cool. I mean, I've no idea if any of these are real. I mean, some of them are, I think, because you've got Lord of the Rings here at the top. But they've also got All the Young Dudes. I don't know if that is actually a real book or not. It doesn't sound like it, but you never know. But got fairy tales. Not different spellings, and then we got lots of lovely different bound books, so like traditional books, an album, yeah. Then we got more scrolls and drawings, and yeah, they're just beautiful. But yeah. Oh, the Iliad and the Odyssey by Homer. My sister would be pleased. My sister, who's in China at the moment, well, just going back to China, who I saw recently, she's actually her specialism is classics and teaching Latin. But yeah, so that is beautiful. Okay, but I won't be building this one just yet. Okay. Oh, and also this ball here is actually a globe, and when the lighting is sorted out, this will actually be lit up, which is so cool. Okay, so sorry, just put that back over the top. Yeah, this is a very high quality one. Comparing it to the Temu one I've just had, I mean, they're all made in China, but I guess it just depends where they're all, how they're all made and who is telling who to do what. Okay, now this is from one of my good friends, Laura, and it is a beautiful lantern kit, very much in the style of Ugears sorts of kits, but it's not a Ugears kit. I think it's probably just another company, but it's just beautiful. This is a lovely lantern kit, and Sarah suggested we might be able to put a tea light in it. I'm not sure if you can, but who knows. But it's lovely, and it's a lovely gift from her, and that'll be a nice little project to do at some point. Well, even though it's tiny, it's got I saw it somewhere. How many pieces it had? Oh, 145 pieces. Yeah. Yeah, and so the way these work is there are, these sorts of models, you just press them all out the wood. Sometimes you have to use a craft knife to get the pieces out, and then they all snap together, and you're not supposed to need glue. Although I've heard some people say you do in these sorts of things, but anyway, sorry, just move Sarah's presents to one side as well. Okay. Now, this was a surprise. I'm actually going to zoom you in. This was a lovely surprise that Sarah got me, and I have seen things like this, but you see so many things scrolling on Amazon, Temu, everywhere, and this is called Box Theatre, and this series, they have several, but I will show you what it is when I open it. So this is a tiny, tiny little scene, and it fits inside this tin. Isn't that cool? And I think, let me just see. Yeah, so the scene is like, yeah, so the scene is like this in this bit, and you've got some paper stuck inside this bit. So I'll just show you some of the instructions and some of the bits just to give you an idea. So it comes with glue. I don't know what sort of glue this is, but I have all my own glue anyway, just in case. It comes with tweezers, batteries, because there is battery elements in it, lit up elements, screwdriver, and a lovely little ruler, and some basic tweezers, but I have my own washer tweezers, and a couple of bits of wood. I think that might be to prop up the whole. Yeah, so I think you put that in there. And just a second. Yes, so you do that, and I think the idea is you can then display it like that. Yeah, how wonderful is that? But yeah, so it's so cute. And you get very, very detailed instructions, everything that's included, and you know, for all the pieces and all the materials. It's so intricate. There's so many little cute bits, and like I said, just detailed instructions on how to do everything. And this is really cool. Like if you wanted to do this with like someone that's, I guess, a teenager, you want to teach about electronics and everything, this is a really cool way, you know, just to and just like to hone fine motor skills as well. You know, I wouldn't suggest this to someone that's too young, and obviously you know your child better than anyone else, you know, so you'll know. I'm going to try and get my nephew doing stuff like this when he's old enough, but I'm not going to do it anytime soon. He's like not even 18 months, so getting ahead of yourself, Jonathan. But I will love to doing stuff with this like this with him when he's old enough to be able to focus and do it. But yeah, so, and it's just step by step. I mean, just look at some of these tiny bits, tiny details, like doing like a cake stand, a veg stall, and all those little bits and pieces to assemble those things are all included. You know, so it's so intricate, and it's just like a diamond painting kit or a Lego kit, really, in that everything is included. And how to do it is just, it's just modelling, and I just feel like recently modelling has just really become quite popular in the last few years. You know, with the likes of these sorts of kits, and I don't think until you've actually got one and you're viewing it yourself, you can't appreciate really the wonder and simplicity, but also complexity as well, of someone's, you know, worked this all out and just made it all into a kit and given you all the bits. Yeah, so it's beautiful. And this is like, basically you've got this that goes in the top of the tin, and you basically cut all these pieces out and you glue them on. And also it has, in the end, you have a tiny little book that you make, that you take out, which tells the story of the two bears, which are here. And just to give you a sense of scale, actually, let's get some of these bits open. I'm just going to quickly go through some of these bits and pieces, just so you can see. So, yeah, just to show you, if you see the two bears there, that's my finger, just so you can see the scale and how tiny it is. Yeah, so there's like a bridge and a few bits of fruit there and a door, and this is all the vegetation. So cute. Again, there's like some kind of gravel there. I don't know where that will go, but little tiny stones. And then you just see, look, all the little cakes and everything. I don't know if these will be clouds or what, but there's a few bits of fabric material, more flowers, tiny little details here. And then you've got some of the wooden pieces that will make up the scene, and a bit of sandpaper just to sand off rough edges and like the bits when you cut them out the boards. But yeah, this is amazing. I love this. I do love this. It's so cute, and I can't wait to do this one as well. So yeah. Right, just putting all these bits back. Oh, actually, I should put them back in the big bag. Okay. And just the fact that it all fits inside this lovely little tin, and I'm guessing the tin could be closed as well. But yeah, God, it's just so unbelievably adorable. Something about doing small things that is just amazing. Okay, so that's next gift, and then the next one is also from Sarah. Now this is another Book Nook kit, and I fell in love with this one as soon as I saw it on Amazon, and I think Sarah realised how in love with it I was, because it's so different to all the others, and she just had to get it for me. But yeah, so I will just open this and show you. So I'll just show you the front to begin with. So you can see this is a cyberpunk theme, which is like kind of the futuristic sort of imagination of what the future might be. Yeah, but there are games in that style. There's yeah, it's just and all sorts. Just opening it, and you can just see there that is what the Book Nook will look like, and it's just got cool lighting and everything. Just the way it lights up, it's just going to be really cool. Very sci-fi. Oh, yeah. Okay, now this is another very high quality kit. You can see all the electric lights there. There's a lot of them. And there's actually circuitry as well. You've got circuit board. Some cogs there, although I think they might be decorative. And some included glue. And detailed instructions. Now these are not in colour like some of the others, but they are very, very detailed. And this one does actually have an intelligent guide on when you use glue, and press for around 15 seconds. Yeah, and it shows you plain, back or rough surface of acrylic, just so you know what you're doing. Yeah, but yeah, and you can see just detailed step-by-step instructions on how to do everything. But yeah, and this is higher up my priority list of Book Nooks I'm gonna do, I think, because this is just so unbelievably cute and amazing. Yeah. And very, very complex, but kind of like the black and white instructions though, because it kind of doesn't give too much away when you're flicking through it like this. But yeah, so yeah, and these high-end ones, a lot of them have these dust sheets. I think that's a reflective fit to the back, but this is like a dust sheet for the front. So when they're on your bookshelf, you can protect them from the elements so you don't get dust trapped in them. My cheap Temu kit didn't have that one, but the rest of these do. And to give you an idea, I think my Temu one was about 25 quid or something, whereas in general I'd expect these are, most of the high quality ones of these are almost £50. So yeah. And just different materials, some stickers. Yeah, I mean, higher quality ones will have stickers rather than having to cut the paper out. And I'm just going to take this out just so you can see some of the quality of the Book Nook. This is, yeah. But yeah, this is very, very bright colours in that futuristic theme. You know, all know how I love bright colours. You know, so I just, yeah, I can't wait to do this one. Okay, just put these all away now. Of course, I've got to do diamond painting as well. Too many hobbies. Okay. Oh, put that glue back. Right. Just... And laughably, this has an assembly time of 4 to 6 hours. Now, sometimes I feel like doing like a 4 to 6 hour video and see if I can actually do it in that time, because I've certainly not managed it in some of the other ones, so let's just say. And finally, my husband got me this. Now, recently, I've been wanting to get a clock for my craft room for ages. I kind of like cuckoo clocks, but I also like the mechanism and everything of clocks and the cogs and everything that makes it work. So while I was researching it, I've heard of Ugears before. It's wonderful that I'm able to support them by having this, but they are a company in Ukraine. So, and we all know terrible, awful things are going on in Ukraine at the moment. So it's wonderful that I'm able to support them like this. But yeah. So they develop geared models which you assemble by pressing out all the pieces out of wood. You know, and this is a steampunk style clock, an aero clock, I think it's called, and it's totally no mechanical, no batteries at all. It has a pendulum in it, and I think you fill a sack with either salt or sand, and you and I think you pull down one thing, and that lifts the sand up, and then that kinetic energy that you use to pull it down is then used to run the clock until the sandbag gets gets further and the counterweight is, you know, and then as this runs each hour, the balloon gradually declines over the hour, and then at the end of the hour, well, beginning of the next hour, it will rise to the top again. So I just thought this would be really cool running in my craft room, you know, and yeah, and I just thought the fact that you're building it as well is extra cool. So I'll just get this out and show you just a little bit, because I think this one is going to be the top of my priority list to do. But I do also want to finish magical potions this month before I start my autumn event. Yeah, so actually that's a good thing to know. I'll mention it in a minute, but just show you some of these pieces so you can see beautifully laser cut pieces. And if you can't press these out safely, you can use a craft knife to get the pieces out. But yeah, just all the gears and cogs and things. It's just so intricately made. It's beautiful. But yeah. And then you've got, this is the other clock face. You've got this twine, and I think there's some, is this like almost like fishing wire in here? Yeah. So everything you need to run it, and this is the sack, the bag, which you will put your salt or sand in. Yeah. And this is the instructions. And so, there you go. And they say that it's intended for self-assembly without glue. It just says all moving parts can be waxed during assembly to reduce friction when operating the model. Okay. But yeah, so just very detailed things. And oh yeah, and there's a helper that comes with it as well. It's a little tool to make it a bit easier to get some of the pieces out, and it's all pictorial representations, so yeah, and it does tell you where to wax which pieces. But I am going to be doing a video for this quite soon when I build it, because I want to build this one soon, and I will probably do a fast motion of me doing it and stuff, because I probably want to do this while doing something else, like watching the telly or listening to an audio book, you know, because it's an 11-hour project, so I don't think I'm going to be doing it as I go, because that's just way too much content, you know. Yeah, and frankly, you'll just get bored of me talking about it, but I will do a video covering building this. I am so excited. Okay, so that is all my birthday haul. I am really, really excited about building all these things. What was I going to say? Just a heads up, I am doing a autumn event starting on the 1st of September, ending on the 31st of October. I have got my All Hallows Autumnal Spooktacular, which is a Halloween and autumn event. It's run by me, my lovely moderators on my group. If you're not a member of my group yet, on Facebook, it's details are at the end, but it's www.facebook.com/groups/Jonathan's Diamond Painting, and all the details are on there. You need either an autumn or a Halloween themed diamond painting if possible. Doesn't matter where you bought it from, you know, just that's the theme. If you're really struggling, I will accept other themes, you know, because I want everyone to take part if they can. There'll be fun challenges each week to take part in if you wish, and there'll be extra bonus prizes associated with those challenges. It's all about togetherness and community and interactivity, so I just want to, you know, capitalise on the fact that people in my group are just so interactive with each other and so kind. You know, we've never had any drama, touch wood, you know, so it's just a wonderful supportive group. But yeah, so really, really looking forward to launching that on the 1st of September. Join my group if you haven't already, and I will be doing lives, but they will be on my Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Jonathan's Diamond Painting. Those will be where the lives go, but the lives will be put up on YouTube afterwards as well, so you can catch up on them hereafter if you can't get onto Twitch. But anyone can go on Twitch. If you go on that website, you can view my streams without actually being logged in. But you won't be able to take part in the chat and everything and interact. That's the only thing. But I will be doing all my announcements to the winners in my weekly live, which will be taking place on Saturday each week. But I do work weekends, so I'll work out what I'm going to do the weeks I'm working. But yeah, so really, really excited about that, and I hope as many people can do that as possible. You know, I've already got quite a few people interested, so yeah. So, did you like my birthday haul? It's not very much diamond painting, but I have always said I'm and stuff as well on my channel. So Jonathan's Diamond Painting and stuff, and this was very much a stuff video. But yeah, but I love all these things, and I can't wait to get going with some of them. Yeah, so if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, and if you like my content in general, please consider hitting the subscribe button. And like I said, if you want to see some live content that is being done regularly, I will be doing regular lives on a Monday or a Saturday, depending on what I'm working that week, okay? But all the events I'll put up on my Facebook group beforehand, so you know when they are. Okay, right, as always, bye for now!